All breathing is diaphragmatic breathing. Your diaphragm is in fact your breathing muscle. Learn what to do instead to engage your deep core and support your pregnant body. So your deep core, also known as your transverse abdominis or your TA, is like your God-given girdle. It's wrapping around and cinching things in to help support us when we lift a heavy toddler, a laundry basket, a kettlebell, etc. It's really designed to support us as we move through time and space. There are other layers of abdominals, and they kind of all stack on top of each other, the deepest layer being the transverse abdominis. Then we have the internal and external obliques that are kind of supporting our side-to-side motion. And then on top of that, we have the rectus abdominis muscle, the six-pack muscle, the one that many of you are probably very familiar with. It has a line of connective tissue down the center known as the linea alba, which during pregnancy, as the abdominals need to grow and stretch to accommodate baby, this line of connective tissue is there so that we can expand, so that too much pressure isn't pushed down on the pelvic floor or other regions. And so we need that adaptation of that lengthening of that structure. However, the goal is to not have too much separation and to continue to have function in the core so that postpartum we can have a smoother recovery. The abdominals can come back together much more efficiently and smoothly. And the other important thing about having deep core support is it's going to help your back pain, your hip pain. It's going to help support your body as the demands of pregnancy grow. And so it's really helpful to be able to keep that core strong and functional throughout this journey. So let's learn the candles core strategy, which is going to help you to tune into and connect with your deep abdominals. So as you inhale, you're going to think three-dimensional expansion all around the rib cage, again, creating space. And as you exhale, you're going to think like you have 100 birthday candles in front of you, and you're going to blow those birthday candles out slow and sustained all the way to the end of the breath. The key is to get all of the air out that you can, and you're really going to feel that cinching in at the end of the breath. And then the other thing I want to give you before we try this together is I want you to think about the breath moving up rather than the breath being plunged down. So we call it the up arrow strategy. So it's not going to be a pelvic floor contraction or lift necessarily, but you are going to feel that passive movement potentially as we are drawing things up. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to inhale, expand three-dimensionally, and exhale, candles. And if I was pregnant, you would see my belly drawing up and in to support that engagement. And if I was pregnant, you would see visually my belly drawing up and in as the abdominals hug that baby in. Okay, so some troubleshooting. Some people have a upper ab gripping strategy. And so when I teach them how to do this, they over-engage the obliques, and that is going to push a lot of pressure down on the pelvic floor. So if you feel any pressure on your pelvic floor or pelvic heaviness, or you see that divot and you notice this part of your abdominals coming on first, try this other strategy. So what you're going to do is you're going to widen the diameter of your mouth, less resistance with the air essentially, and you're going to think, instead of candles, you're going to think fog, a mirror. Again, all the way to the end of the breath. So let's try that one, and you're going to see which one works better for you. So inhale, expand, and exhale to fog the mirror. And that is really helping that engagement of the abdominals. So when do you do this? How do you do this? Why would you want to do this? So exhale before exertion. If you are lifting up a heavy laundry basket and you're feeling pressure or leaking, or you're lifting up your toddler, or you're at the gym lifting something heavy, this strategy is going to help you exhale, engage, and lift. This is also something that you can bring into your movement practice, and I encourage you to practice it several times a day on its own to just start to feel what it feels like to get those abdominals supporting the whole structure. So try it out and let me know how it goes.